Y'all know what it is. Y'all better know what it is. No, why, y'all? Yep. Equals Web up in here. Waiting on my crew. Waiting on the webbers. Yeah, I might have to web you up, crew. Yeah. Y'all better get in here, man. I don't have long today. Gotta do some running. Not no Christmas running, but I gotta do some running, man. Got to go get this bills paid up. Yeah, bills. Bills don't go nowhere, man. If they not paid, they just sit there looking at you like, hey, what you gonna do about me? What you gonna do? I don't even know. Do I even know how much this one is? Let me take a look, y'all. Like, do I even know how much this bill is? Okay, it ain't bad. Not bad. It'd be nicer if somebody else was paying it, but it's not too bad. All right, we'll see. I don't know why they make these bills like that, man. They should just... Shit, they cheaper than what we want to be. You know what I mean? When it comes to giving these bills out, they're cheaper than what we want to be. Because they always put that little paper in there. Well, it's one sheet of paper, but they always put that thing in there where you have to tear it. Is that what they call it? Tear it? I can't never tear it, man. Just like those checks. Sometimes I get, you get a check, a recovery, some kind of recovery check or something like that, tax, whatever. You get some kind of a check, not like a end of the year check. Or is it end of the year? I don't even know what it income, I can't think, man. Income tax return. Not like that. But you get any kind of like a settlement check or something like that or whatever. Sometimes they don't, they're not going to just give you the check like that. Like, no, we ain't going to just give you no check. And so they give you like a sheet with the explanation of why they had to give you the check. You don't need all that when you're writing a check to somebody. They give you one little slot on there, your little memo. That's all you get. That's all you get. You get your memo to show, what you paid, what you paying for. They give what is it, like 1.5 inches of space. It's not very much space they give you. But they take up a whole page to break down, what the settlement was or whatever, and then they give the check is attached to all that shit, and then so you got to pull the check off. I don't like those kind of checks. I mean, even the banks sometimes give me those kind of checks if they owe you some money. They give you that kind of a check. I'm like, that's not the kind of check I'm giving you. Or you rip the check or something. I had a check tear a little bit, and they didn't act like they didn't want to take it. Matter of fact, I had a bill I had a bill one time that tore, like $100. I think it was $100 bill. I was paying for something. I pulled it out and it ripped. And then the lady was gonna act like, you know, give her another bill. I'm like, you better get some tape or something. You know, you saw what just happened. I see y'all did D-Ray. I'm like, you saw what just happened right now. You see the check just, I mean, the $100 bill just tore. I didn't make the money. Yeah, don't take that out on me. Yeah, because I didn't make it. I didn't make the money. I just got, you know, I'm just paying. But they do that, man. And it's like, why? Why? Why do I have to have the... Yeah. That's what you do, baby. You know what to do, man. You laughing already. I did. D-Ray talking about he said I hit that MF like button already. That's right, man. Hey, y'all come in before y'all hit live chat, man. Y'all murderize that like button, man. Man, show that like button what y'all working with, man. Y'all whoop on that like, yeah. KTFO that like button. I see a few of y'all in here. Keep y'all coming in and out or whatever. Don't come in and out, man. This ain't the time of year. This ain't summertime, man. Don't be coming in and out, man. Yeah. So how you doing, D-Ray? You good? Yeah. But come on in. You're already in here, but I gotta tell people to come on in, man, and hit that like button. Yeah, sit down. Just be fortunate that I'm in today, man. I was gonna cancel out, but I said no, I'll do it. I don't like canceling out all late, especially if I didn't say nothing. If I didn't have no words with nobody. If I didn't tell y'all, you know what I mean? If I didn't tell y'all, then I'm just staying out. Like, I ain't gonna go in because, you know. Here we go. We should be back connected, man. Put up a 1 if you see me, if I'm back connected. For some reason, I had some kind of issue right now. I don't know what it was. It's that time of year, man. I know a lot of, you know, it's a lot of internet. It's going to be a lot of internet, you know, buffering or whatever you might want to call it. Lag, slow down. And that's because of the time of year. Yeah, it's because of the time of year, man. Everybody's shopping on the internet. Everybody just burning up the internet, you know, trying to get those last minute. But I hate to tell them, man, but if you're really trying to shop, are you trying to get something out for Christmas? Yeah. If you're trying to get something out for Christmas now, which I don't do Christmas anyway, but I'll probably still do Christmas. But even though I don't do Christmas, I'll probably go, you know, I'm going to try to go visit, but I don't really, you know, it's going to get on my nerves right away. You know, I'm going to try to, like, hang in there, but I know it's going to bother the hell out of me. If I hear one Christmas song, I'm probably out. Like, I don't want to hear nothing. And yes, I am the Grinch. You didn't know the Grinch had brown copper colored skin, huh? Yeah, that's me. I'm the Grinch. I'm the real one. Yeah. Just in case y'all didn't know, that's me. I'm the Grinch. Yeah, I was kind of. I didn't get into it, but I was. I don't know. My observation of certain stuff is just a little bit different than other people's observation. And so, yeah, just talking about the fight, you know, and my observation of the fight is just, yeah, before I get into my thought, yeah. I see your question down there, man. Yep. Anyway, salute to D-Ray for being out here. Yep. I didn't even get to that. He said, he got the ego up. He said, well, salute. He said, I hit that motherfucking like button already, baby. Say, I'm blessed, fam. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm actually not doing, like, excellent. I'm always doing the best, but right now I got, like, a problem with my eyes for some reason. I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know what happened, man. I can't see nothing, man. All of a sudden, I just woke up and couldn't see the other day. Just, like, really can't see that good at all. Especially when it's, like, light. Because I have the black background and I got white. You guys' words come up. I have to go to the another screen to read what you wrote. if I can still read it, but it's pretty cool. At least I can read. Certain stuff I got, and my eyes just feel like they're irritated though. Not dried out, but they just feel like I got, I don't know, like it feels like somebody took, I don't know, like cotton fibers or something like that. Something soft, this cotton fibers or something that's cloudy like, and just, just like shredded it all over my eyeballs or something like that. It's not a good feeling right there. Yeah. So I don't know what it is, man. But they gonna figure it out. They better try to get me straight, man. Shit. I ain't do all the, I ain't do all that adventurous time for nothing. For the military not to take care of me, man. They better try to take a look at my eyes or something. Send me somewhere where they know what's going on. But yeah, I'll back to your question before I get into it too, though. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I'm hoping. You said can EJ fight at 47 and 60 at the same time? I'm hoping he can. It actually would probably be a relief for him, to be honest, because he don't have to make the weight for all the fights. So he can come in strong, you know what I mean? Yeah, D-Ray say Silent Night, the Temptations, he says fire the Grinch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said your left eye bugging. Deception December is real year round. There you go. God dang, D-Ray, see, that's why I appreciate that about y'all, man, because y'all don't be forgetting. Y'all don't forget, man. Yeah, my web don't forget, man. Don't sleep on them, man. My web don't be. Hey, they don't forget nothing, man. I put it out there, and it's like, see, the thing about it is that grown folks, if they paying attention, they gonna get it, man. Cause we had that deception. Every man, come on now. December, has this been the most deceptive December? This was a more deceptive December than last year, and people don't even understand it. Even with fights, the fights been deceptive. People talking, Danny talking. Danny got a D in front of his name. He's deception. Yeah, all these deceptions and stuff. The angel deception. You knew he was the devil. You know he was the devil's helper. Oh, angel. Talking about 7th round KO. Man, come on, man. Talking about a 7th round KO. Look at him. He said, "Sup, Eagles, man?" He said, "The champ on vacation." Yeah, okay, well, I'm not going to be here that long today, man. I mean, I'm just saying. I got stuff to take care of. But wanted to come do a chat. Um, Enjoy your vacation, man. Yeah, but enjoy your vacation and enjoy Eagles Web a little bit. But you know what to do, man. Sit your ass down. You tell Mrs. Cole to sit her ass down too, man. She probably listens sometime, huh? She probably listen in a little bit when I'm talking bad about you, huh? You let her hear me. She said, "Oh yeah, that eagle going off on me." He said, "Listen, my eagle going off on me right now. Listen to her." It's all in good fun, but I'm glad y'all paid attention, though, man. I wasn't just putting that out there. I mean, it's fun to come up with the anonyms and stuff like that. It's fun to come up with, but at the same time, there's always some type of reality, man, in what people say. No matter what somebody tells you is real, if you understand what I'm saying. It doesn't matter whoever tells you something is real, regardless. And what I'm saying real doesn't, I didn't say it was truthful. I said it was real. And I'm just finding, like, when you uncover all these deceptive blankets and everything else, you're like, wow, that's real colorful. Because you see these different flags and blankets and stuff everywhere, man. Coat of arms and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't even realize what they're looking at. Because the color of deception has been there, man. And I just try to get people, even though this is like more or less like a grown folks chat with boxing, but it's grown folks chat also. But I try to get people to understand, man. You gotta understand that the history that you're learning about is not the. It's a cover up history. It's not the truth, man. I'm gonna just tell you right now, man, that there was that brown skinned people ruled Europe longer than the people that's ruling Europe right now. And that's the same thing with Japan and China, South America, all over. But that picture has been painted a certain way, so people can give those, honor that have not earned the honor. Even within my people too. My people the same way. They didn't know that we range from the lightest copper penny that there is, all the way to the darkest copper penny that you ever seen, in which I held up before I showed y'all, which is copper. It's just like brown, brown, brown. So almost from here, almost from here. Does that look dark enough, huh? To that. Almost from there to there. Oh no, not that. I got to start y'all off a little bit lighter than that, though. Okay, this is better. Okay, so from here, this is the starting point. That's the starting point. And then the other one is the ending point. But I'll see you down there, yes, sir. So what happened to your? I know my eyes is all bothering me, man. I might have to go in today, man. I ordered tomorrow for sure. Yeah. So what happened to your eye, Dray? Just kind of bothering you a little bit. But back to EJ too, though. I see down there, y'all, sir, Hussein up there. Salute to you and Gil. He the champ on vacation, though. Yeah, that's why I salute him late. Y'all, sir, said salute the Eagle in the chat. Yeah, I would hope, man. That's like that would make me feel so good about boxing, and it would make me feel good about boxing because of the jump. If EJ was fighting at 160 and 147, I would appreciate that. And no, I'm not here I'm not going to really talk about, yes, y'all want to. Y'all can get on him if you want to, though. About the whole, it's just too much crap going on, man. All these fighters acting like they want to fight somebody, and then everybody's trying to hijack money. You're not getting, and Lopez ain't getting my money. Well, that'll be the zone anyway, though. So I don't pay for the zone. I just catch it when I catch it. Yeah, that's between the zone and dozen and Top Rank. If that comes to fruition, we'll see. But how he demanding? I mean, I'm reading and stuff like that, or hearing that he demanding, what is it? 10 million. He's trying to play it off like he's all that. Well, just get in there with the one that they call Black Jesus. Get on in there and get the fight done, man. Get in there and get the fight done, man. But yeah, if somebody steps up like that, I would appreciate if they step up and fight two different divisions and stuff like that, hold belts. Well, they didn't gave Tank 2 belts in 2 divisions. He a 2-division champ right now. Yeah. And he ain't giving up either one of them. He's not going to give up either one of them belts. He'll fight somebody at 130 or 135. So, you lighter guys at 130 and 135, you got your work cut out. Because fighting him. Only thing we don't know about Tank, if he's chin worthy as much, a lot of times we don't know about chins until we actually see. Now I got to go back because I know that I visit my people, the grown folks, other chats, and a lot of times people, when you write, it's a lot of times just like you guys might be writing something, then I might not take it exactly the right way, But if I don't take it exactly the right way, if I screw up on something, y'all just send me an email, man. Just send me an email if I miss something, because sometimes thoughts, man. Because this show is not structured like I'm not structured list by list. I'm not, what is that show, Sports Center? What's that one show where they do the countdown and all that? Where they do the countdown. D-Ray said, "Did you see Boots? Was there anything to see in Boots?" See that, and that's what you get though, D-Ray. See, when you start running your mouth like that, acting like you're gonna do this, and you don't nobody got nothing for you, and then a fight ends up ending. See, a great fighter don't let a fight end up on no stupid ass headbutt. Let me ask you a question. Great fighters. Have you ever seen? Just think of a great fighter. If a fight ever ended with a headbutt with a great fighter, how many? Y'all look it up. Y'all can Google it or whatever. How many great fighters have lost because of a headbutt? They don't get in that kind of action. They know what you're doing. Because guess what? The first round or two, what they call that when you're fighting somebody. What do they call the first couple of rounds? They always call it the fill out rounds, right? So that means you didn't go in there and fill the guy out. Now, especially if you got an orthodox fighter versus a southpaw, right? Like unconventional. What's going to happen is you're going to have all kinds of stuff because you're looking in the mirror almost. So you're going to be tangled up. So in the mirror, everything just looks opposite, right? It looks the same, but it's opposite. You know what I mean? So you got to, all your movements have to be, opposite when you fight a left-handed fighter. You can't you don't go straight to you don't go to your right like that. You know what I mean? Because you go to your right, you're going right into the power. But that's unfortunate that happened, D-Ray. I don't know. You just don't know what to say. When you have a no contest, there's nothing you can really say. I can't say, oh, you look good or you look bad. I can't say. All I can say is that you might have that screwed you up for a second. And sometimes it might mess you up for another reason. It might mess you up for another reason because somebody will say, you know what, I don't know, man, this dude, he clash heads too much. Because you got to realize, see, because boxing is what? It's not just a sport. It's a business. You're more or less sole proprietor of that business. There ain't no LLC. That's you. That's you. You're the whole thing if you're the fighter. You're the whole thing when it comes to boxing. Somebody sees that, might be a great fighter. They see that, nah, man, he's too risky, man. He's too risky. Regardless if he caused the clash of heads or whatever, Don't matter, man. They just don't stop fights, or fights usually just go on, man. Great fighters don't do that. That's another clue about Tyson Fury. That's another clue. Because he wasn't supposed to finish the fight. They gifted him a fight to keep going. I don't know. And I see what you put down there too, Gil. I kind of want to see EJ versus Canello more than EJ versus Bud. Yeah, makes sense. What's killing the whole Bud thing? Y'all let me know. Is he? God dang! I don't want to keep doing this because people get so mad they don't even want to come visit Eagle anymore. He always bashing, they always crying. But I'm gonna do what I got. I'm gonna do what I do, man. Cause this grown folks chat. If you don't like it, man, you just got to be mad or something like that. But like I said, man, before, I don't think Bud is the brightest lamp on the street. Far as him kind of marketing his own self, man. The problem is, here's the problem. One of them. You guys give me your side of it. But one problem is that Bud is singing the desperation song. And see, Earl is playing off of you singing the desperation song. Earl's gonna play the "I'm gonna get to you." Earl is gonna fight you. If it comes, he's gonna fight you. But because you played the desperation song, you played that "Gotta Get a Fight" song. Gotta get the fight. Gotta get the fight. Gotta get the fight. Got to get the fight. Come on. got to get the fight or something. Whatever you was doing, whatever you're doing, is almost like somebody nagging you, like begging and begging. Man, get out of here. I'll get to you. I'll see you when I see you. Okay, but okay, so whoever's in here, regardless, okay, um if you're just visiting or you're just in here, web watchers, whoever, man, what do you got? Is that true? Or does somebody in here feel, and if you read what Gil wrote, if you can, I'll read it because you might not be able to, maybe you're doing something else. He said A side, B side is what's killing it. He said, Bud, if you listening, you ain't A side. And I got to agree with Gil if we're going to play that A side, B side. Does anybody else agree with Gil? If we're going to play that A side, B side, we're going to have, he could never be A side with one belt, especially when your belt is more controversial. So if you got to see what this is like, man. It's simple math. It's simple math. What is 2 minus 1? 1. So you take the WBC belt or the IBF belt and the WBO, cancel each other out as far as negotiations. Earl has another belt. So what does that say? Cancellation. That's a cancellation. Cancellation. So now he has the belt. That means you don't have a belt. We know you have a belt, but one belt has to take care of the other belt. D-Ray say 60% of 0 is 0. 80% of 0 is going to be a 0. He got the flame up on that one. Yeah, D-Ray, that's right. If you ain't going to... See, what y'all got to understand is that Bud is killing his own self. If that's all he's going to think about, that A and B, he's killing his own self. Earl can do what he wants to. Because we already covered this, man, that you're supposed to be superstar status, then you can do what you want to. You can't. See, the thing is, it's just like when somebody's fronting. See, you living the life, but you're not really living the life. I know he's a good fighter, you know what I mean? I'm saying he's a good fighter. Like I said, most people don't get great or elite until they're not in the business anymore. Because if I go strapping you and calling you elite or great and you get KTFO, then you just a great fighter that got KTFO. Great fighters don't get KTFO. I mean, elite fighters, they don't get KTFO. They'll take a whole beating, but they ain't gonna get KTFO. Huh? Jake LaMotta he wasn't great at the skill set, but just the warriorism in him made him elite. As far as warriorism, he's elite. You see? Because you couldn't put him down. He'll just fight you like he don't care. It's like you using a baseball bat on him and you ain't getting him nowhere. He's like, I'm not leaving. And like I said, he had to fight Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson hit hard. He hit way harder than what people thought. If you can see a lot of times when he really wants you out, when he sit down when he's flat-footed, you're going to sleep. When you flat-footed and he get you with some of them hooks, oh, it's over with. It's over. Oh, I can't even imagine. You know what? I don't even want to imagine somebody like running over me like that. That's too much. That's too much. Let me see. Let me put him up. Because this guy is supposed to be. He doesn't care. He's like, I don't care. I'll fight anybody. But what Bud is doing? Because people still look up to Bud. Like these fighters still look up to Bud. So, you know, they look up to Bud, right? So what happens if Bud becomes like the beggar or whatever? So what happens with the rest of them? He becomes the beggar. I just put that up there. And that's what we're looking at right there for is like the next guy up. I'm the next guy. Next guy. Instead of dead man walking, is next boxer walking to the front. And see, these guys, what happens is they get anxious. They're all in this line, right? But they get anxious sometimes. They be looking around like, man, damn, I need to get up in front of the line, man. You know how you want to cheat and get to the front of the line and stuff. I know how y'all remember when I was a baby, man. We used to do the pass. I cut you, and you cut me back. You know what I mean? And a lot of times that don't play out. In some instances, you can't get away with that. You can't get away with cutting and somebody cut you back because somebody will just come great. No, man, you ain't gonna. No, ain't no cuts up here, man. Get your ass back there, wherever you was. Get your ass to the back of the line. See, but me, I'm a professional line cutter, and since I'm a professional line cutter, I'm not gonna cut like Gil. See, Gil cut and try to cut back, and they gonna throw his ass out the line. But see, me, I'm a professional at line cutting. So if you gonna cut the line, if you guys gonna cut the line, then you gotta know what you're doing when you cut the line. See, that's the next man up right there, next boxer up right there. At least he's hoping, but he's trying to be a line cutter. Now, let me explain to you why I say I'm a better line cutter than Gil is. Because he plays that cutback, right? I don't play the cutback. You know what I do? I look at whoever's in front of the line. See, I look who's in front of the line. Whoever's in front of the line. And I'm going to get to what you said, Dray, because I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on with that. Because I see it. I've been around long enough to know that. So I get to the front of the line. You know what I do? I go to the front of the line. And I give my money to the person in front of the line, and I break them off a little bit. Yo, just go ahead and get my ticket too. You know, go ahead and get my ticket. I got 5 on it too. So get your ticket, get mine. Yeah, because I'm doing something back here. You know, make up some kind of excuse that you're doing something. Right. But that's how you do it. You don't do the cut and then the cut back or something like that. But all of them, because they all look up to Crawford, but they shouldn't be looking up at this point like this because he's setting a bad example when you start more or less like begging. And I'm going to show you this is a flip side to it too, because I'm going to get on what D-Ray just putting down there too because of EJ. And yeah. And Keith, I don't care whichever one y'all love, Keith. As a matter of fact, before y'all come in my chat, before you hit live chat, hit my like button. And so this what he puts down here right here is that Keith said EJ is emotional. Keith is upset. I don't care who like him, but he's just upset. You had your chance to fight EJ. You know what I mean? You had your chance to fight earlier. But you had to step out and go to I'm talking about Keith right now. You had your chance to fight EJ, but you wanted to fight Manny instead. And you went there with the wrong idea. Because you going in there with a Hall of Famer talking all this about how you going to knock him out and how his arms is too short and all this other stuff. And then you go in there and you lose. So now you salted. Now EJ's emotional. You was emotional for fighting Manny. You shouldn't have fought Manny. I see you down there, Search to the Flame up in here. And I don't know about the Freud illegal. I'm not even going to read. I see y'all done already got to him. But I'm not going to try to, I'm not going to go back and check and see what he said. Which one of y'all, but I will check and see which one of my web watchers smashed him. Damn, y'all sir got him. Y'all sir got him a couple times. Y'all sir said, matter of fact, you can't even, damn, y'all sir, you not even going to let him join the chat at all? He must have said something. Did he say something that bad? Hey, Gil, one of y'all, hey, Sir Flame, y'all check out and see what the Freud illegal said, man. Did he say something bad enough to be taken out the chat? or just timed out? That's what I want to know. If he doesn't deserve to be like taken out, then y'all let him back in. Y'all, it's okay that y'all took down what he said. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm not gonna go back because I rely on you guys to do that. Yeah. But anyway, but look out there to the flame up in here, man. That's the real flame. They got all these flames going flame before you got up in here. Look at all the flames up on the screen. Yeah. Okay, so the A side, okay, 60%. Okay, tables turn. EJ got pushed back. Okay, like I tried to do to Bob Arum voice. Okay, Crawford. Yeah, okay, you try to do. Yeah. You got put. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he all frowned up. He crying and then frowned up. That's D-Ray for y'all. But when somebody gets in a certain position, now I didn't finish explaining about Keith though, and with Danny and the rest of them. What happened is all of them was just looking down on EJ. EJ haven't been a strap holder for like 5 years or nothing like that. He hasn't been a strap holder that long. You know what I mean? He's had straps for a little while. But the thing about it is y'all treated him a certain way. And he said for y'all to keep the same energy. He said he was coming to get y'all and nobody wanted him. Now all of a sudden everybody interested in EJ. But you should have been, when he was a little bit greener, you would have had a better chance at him. Now you probably don't have the chance that you think you have. You probably don't have that kind of a chance now. So now your ass whooping is going to be worse now. And matter of fact, he's going to make you wait to get that ass whooping. He's not going to whoop your ass right away. He's going to make you wait and then whoop that ass. That's even worse. Because you're all desperate. Like, oh, see, because what it is people used to call you champ, your hood. And that go for Danny and the rest of them. Danny, Sean, Keith. Is they was calling y'all's champ. And so you woke up, you're like, well, how did this shit happen? How am I not champ all of a sudden? You see what I mean? You just all of a sudden like, damn, I used to be. I was champ. They still call you champ, but you strapless. And I know that's what happened to you. Now you all desperate housewives and shit. And it ain't gonna work out for you. Now you on that time schedule. And I'm gonna tell you this. Now people can say that it's petty or whatever you might want to say it. Oh, Earl ain't right for doing. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because he's his own man. I'm not his man. He's his own man. And if he feels like you little, biatch asses did that to me, then I'm gonna do it back to you. And I don't care. That's between them. It don't have nothing to do with us. We're here to see great fights. Or good fights. That's what we're here for. We're here to see good fights. And if you lost your strap, that's on you. Now you should be maneuvering back to try to get a strap. And now nobody's interested. See, Keith made everybody not interested. Now Manny already got him. So Manny got the strap from him. Should have had the rematch clause in there. Something. Should have did something. You want to get Bud? Don't want nothing. Like, nah, I ain't interested in you. Why? Why? You bought that shit on yourself. You bought it on yourself. Yep. Sorry for him say that. He don't know. He said he owned one. Great get, y'all, sir. D-Ray said great get, y'all, sir. And then Sir Flame back with the I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out if, I don't know if Gail's still in here, but sir, I wanted y'all to check if y'all would have got rid of him completely, then y'all let me know. But I don't know. I don't know. I leave it up to y'all. But it looks like everybody's agreeing. Sir Flame, what it do? That's D-Ray. Salute that y'all, sir. Salute that D-Ray. That's from Sir Flame. Yeah, I hit him too. Yeah, Sir Flame said, yeah, I hit him too. Yeah, Sir Flame hit your ass then. Yep. Pure, y'all sir said pure trolling. Yep. D-Ray said yes. He said fire. Y'all said did the right thing. Okay. Okay, well, whoever you was with Freud, so you should have just put, he got, how many letters he got wrong? He got 3 letters wrong, huh? No, he got 2 letters wrong. He almost spelled his name right. He put himself down as Freud. but he's really fraud. So fraud, you brought your ass in here, and everybody peeped through it and see that your shit was fraudulent, and now you're on your way out. I don't even have time to really, I don't know what you did, but change your name, come back, or change your attitude, come back, and you can enjoy the show. But if not, then I'm sorry. But I'm not really sorry. I wasn't the one that clipped you. That's why I got web watchers in there. What did you see when you came in here? Even if you seen one mod, you should have came in like cautious. You have to see at least 3 or 4 mods in there. You have to. There's no way you missing like 3 of them. You came in the middle of them too. You came down here to, and now you don't exist no more. D-Way say, Sir Flame got his son kicked in, huh? Yeah, Sir Flame crying. Y'all start crying. He said, where please cook Triple G for a few seconds. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Triple G. Oh no, y'all want to get on Triple G? But see the thing here it is right here though, D-Ray. If you didn't see it coming, then you just had your eyes completely closed and you was blindfolded in the first place. He still is salted up. Okay, so I'm not gonna really roast him. We'll get him. Maybe we'll get him. But here's the thing with triple triple G strings. So triple G strings is still salted up. He tight right now. He's tight. Believe me, he's tight. Because Canello is getting all the shine. And we haven't even got to Canello yet because I think y'all done overhyped him and shit. But anyway, so triple G string is still salted up behind that. Believe me, he tight. He like, believe me, if you put a stick in his mouth, he'll bite right through it. An instrument, a wooden instrument or anything, he'll snap that shit in half. He tight. So he's going to do everything possible to preserve, because he's getting older. So he's going to do everything possible to preserve himself, to maybe, hopefully, get back in and get that action. But he's probably not going to get to action. You're not going to get it. So now you are in the same line with Keith, Bud, and the rest of them that ain't on that's not on no mandatory list. If you're not on the mandatory list or something like that, and even if you're on the mandatory list, you that don't mean you're next. Especially if somebody just fought a mandatory. You don't have to fight 2 mandatories in a row. Yes, you just want to. Make your weight. You're on that make your weight list. But see, Triple G is G string is not even on the list at all. He's making himself look bad by saying that he thinks that he more or less cheated and all this other stuff. All these fighters have come up with this cheat stuff. Like Loma Chinkas. That little pink dwarf with the sausage arms, which I told y'all he was going to get exposed. It's not even a year past, or maybe a year and a couple of months might have passed since I brought that up last year when I told y'all that he was going to be exposed. And we got other ones that's going to get exposed that I told you they was going to get exposed too. And I believe, I might not use the word exposed, but I knew that Dubois was going to get his. And he got it. Yeah, it's just simple, man. It's a simple process. But when you're at the side where you got to beg, it's all over with. Now, we got to jump around. So, Jermell Charlo is in a great position to do what he wants to. He could move up to 160, and his brother could move up to 168 if they're not getting the fights they want. Matter of fact, Jermell don't really have to fight anybody at 160. At 154. Jermell, he don't have to fight nobody. He doesn't. He's the boss. He don't really have to fight nobody. Who you going to put him in there with? Can't put him in there with Harrison again. Do you put him in there with JRock? I wouldn't put JRock in with nobody because JRock got to do something. He got to show something first. Because if he don't show something, it's just probably over with for him. Maybe he need to cancel it. He actually took a lot of punishment when he fought Jamal too. Believe me, he took a lot of punishment in that fight. He was getting off some shots, but guess what put him down? The first punch that put him down was a jab, remember? That's the first punch that put him down. Yeah. But D-Ray put the please up for me though. But I'm not trying to disappoint you, D-Ray. But D-Ray want to go on. You can go. Hey, you can go and start the discussion off, D-Ray, so we can talk. So we can fry his ass if you want to. D-Ray, you don't like that. Yeah. D-Ray said he like Roy. Yeah. Surf Flame said we chopped his neck. He got neck. Hey, did he get neck up in here, Surf Flame? What came up here and got neck? Say, hey, you didn't even put your shit down like you usually do, Surf Flame. You come in here and before you can put neck, you already got somebody's neck. Yeah. D-Ray said he was gone before I knew it. He said cheers. Yeah, Surf Flame got the weapons up good. That's right. D-Ray said my bad, but that smile was supposed to be should kick, not kick, not sub kick. Okay. Suit kick. Yeah. Kick his ass out. Yeah, triple G. Surf Flame back. He said triple G string. Yeah, shit. Yeah, triple G string. Got hit in his G spot. If I was Canello, I would fight him again. Fight Charlo and Boo Boo. Yeah, just go and get some money. Well, the thing is that you right, Surf Flame, because those are money fights for him. He can still salvage and get some money. He's still getting paid. He might not be getting paid as much as Canello, but he's still getting paid. And Canelo's not getting paid what Canello was supposed to be getting paid either. So don't believe that, because he would have already fought. He would have fought some killers by now. He would have fought some killers and stuff like that. We'll fight somebody. Well, the thing is, we want to see Cinnamon Bun in an intriguing fight that we want. Now, I'm not saying the fight was bad, because I know everybody was bragging on the fight and saying how good the fight was. But I'm gonna tell you right now, to be honest with me, the fight was kind of boring. I don't care what you think about him. The fight was kind of boring. I'm sorry. The fight was kind of boring. And no, I was saying that Tank Davis got more power than Smith does. You know, at his size. And okay, look. If you hitting somebody with straight shots, I've seen a couple of times where he landed power shots on Canelo's head and Canelo's head didn't even move this much. Nobody's neck is that strong if you hit him with a power punch. Your shit should be twisting or doing something. And that's what I was observing, man. It looked like, I'm going to tell you, there's only been, I would say probably less than 5. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I'm saying it's less than 5. I'm saying less than 5 fighters that had heavy arm punches. They can punch you and it looked like arm punches and you just be sitting there just getting like demolished by arm punches. And I'm going to tell you one of them is George Foreman. George Foreman hit you, don't look like it got nothing on it, like arm punches. But that shit was paralyzing. You go back to, I don't even know what book it was in, or it was a news article or something like that. Go back to Fighters Explain what George Foreman's, older fighters explain what George Foreman's punches felt like. And see what some of them tell you. And if you read it, now I think it was Jimmy Young was saying, he said that he got hit so hard. He said he was hit harder than he's ever been hit in his whole life. He was hit so hard, he said that if George would have just touched him again, he would have been out. Just from a touch. Now, that's some painful shit. You in some pain if all you can take is a touch. You know, you so buzzed that, like, damn, don't even... They had this game. God dang, where's this place called Dave and Buster's? I don't know if y'all have those. They have the orange and blue circle is their... that's the motif for their logo and stuff. So what happens is they have a game in there, right? You be eating and stuff like that. You go get full or whatever before your meal comes in, and they have a game area. I mean, like a huge game area. It's probably big. The game area is probably bigger than a basketball court. That's the game area. It's that big. That's how much space they dedicate for just games and stuff. You be in there like shooting baskets and stuff like that. You got to pay. Of course, you pay for all this. Not free because of the restaurant. So you go in there, you put these like fake gloves on, and you go like this. And you fighting dudes, and I guess it got a camera that records you ducking, and you like boom boom, and then it tells you how many you can land. I mean, it just tells you just start going off. You just shoe shine out on the player, right? And then for the last punch, you can just cock it. You can just hold it back and go boom. So more or less, that reminds me of that type of a game. So that's what he was saying. I think it was Jimmy Young. When was Jimmy Young that said that? He said that all he needed to do was a touch, because that last punch on that game, all you got to do is touch. And the fighter goes down, his feet goes up in the air, he flies backwards and stuff. So I thought that was kind of funny. That's how my mind process is. I think of funny stuff when it comes to like serious stuff sometimes. That's how you remember it too, though. It's, a lot of times, it stores back in memory, because sometimes you got so much stuff stored in there, a lot of times it takes a while for it to even come out. Oh, okay. D-Ray said, he said Flame got him. He crying. He said before the get neck and eagle's web. Yeah, yeah. Flame came in getting it, but that happens, man. That's been happening a lot of times, man. When they come in, I don't know what it is. It's like y'all must have some kind of a web sense or something, because y'all just be sitting there, ain't saying nothing. They ain't even said salute to the chat yet. Y'all just be listening to the conversation. And y'all be like looking, waiting for them. Oh, here come one right now, and they don't even see you, because he didn't even see. Sir, see, that's what I'm saying. If you ain't even made a comment, they don't even know that you in here yet. Yeah, but triple G string, I'm gonna tell you, triple G string is just like I said. He's a G string. He holding on, and he got that hope stuff going. He got that hope. I hope I can get this fight. He want that fight too bad. There's other people you can fight. Just fight Charlo. Fight somebody else. But he's not gonna take no high risk fights like that, because he know Charlo can take it. He gonna stand in there, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. So because we supposed to be talking about Canello, I think Canello, his style, he's actually tailor made for Charlo. That's one. I think that's another reason he don't fight Charlo. He more or less he doesn't change his style. He's tailor made, man. They both gonna be looking for counters. He gonna get hit with a counter that he would never ever expected. And he's gonna get hit. He's definitely gonna get hit. If he tries, if he's the aggressor, he's gonna get hit. He's definitely gonna get hit. So maybe he just like, I need to get paid. I'll fight you, because I'm not gonna retire undefeated. But at least let me get some belts under my, get some belts under my belt, and then I'll start fighting killers. Well, in my opinion, you got enough belts to start fighting killers. Which we understand that this whole thing is BS, because if we're gonna try to we can't compare eras and stuff like that, man. Come on, man. Marvin Hagler and them had to fight killers all the time. All they was fighting was killers. You got people like their name is like the Beast. God dang, you got to fight a guy named the Beast. But Hagler tamed that beast, though, huh? The Beast Mugabe. But those kind of fighters you had to fight. You had to fight fighters like the Hitman. That's who you fighting. Lights Out. That's who you fighting. Huh? Thunder. And by the way, that is the fastest knockout in heavyweight history. In case y'all don't know. Did y'all know that? Y'all know anything about that? Might be on trivia. Now that's James Lights Out Thunder. That's not his name, but he had the quickest knockout. And the second quickest knockout. Well, actually, he had the second quickest a fight decision. You guys already know the other one, where the guy stepped out the ring, got in the ring and stepped out the ring. So, yeah, it was disqualification win with no time off the clock. There was that, and then there's another one 1.5 seconds. So we got 0 seconds, 1.5 seconds. I mean 1 second and 1.5 seconds. But what I seen in this fight, man, I seen Canelo. He's pretty slippery. He landed way too many long punches to where Smith was on the outside of the punch. I didn't understand how a tall fighter is outside of the punch like that. But there's no way he's bringing no kind of heat, man, because I seen a 147 pounder, 150 pounder in Floyd Mayweather just rocking Canelo like it wasn't his business. And he's way shorter than Smith is. But the skill set is different. But I'm just saying, he should have been, if he can run through him like they should have ran through Mayweather like that. And that's what I'm saying, that your punching power got to be suspect if somebody can just, take a couple of steps and maneuver their way in and crack you, and their arms are so much shorter than yours, where you should have been at a little bit of a better height. You should have been using the hell out that jab. That's why I said it made the order for Charlo. Charlo got a jab. He can put your ass down with a jab. And see, people think that Canelo got an iron chin. You got an iron chin until you start taking jabs. I think he's going to be eating a lot of jabs, hard jabs. Like change-up jab. He's going to be getting one of those, and then boom, he's going to be getting a hard one. A couple of soft ones, then boom, he's going to be getting a hard one if he fights Charlo. I'm just telling you. That's going to that loosens your shit up a little bit. That loosens you up. Let's see what we got down here. Sir Flame say JRock need a good win against anyone. He's a gatekeeper. Yeah. Sir Flame, you giving him too much though. Does anybody agree with that? Sir Flame, he's a good brother. But on that one, I think you missed a little bit, because I don't think he can fight anybody. Yeah, I got to read. D-Ray said Canelo is the top duck. He said, we all know that. He smiled. He said, who is number 2? Number 2 ducking. I don't know if they right in a row anyway. You already know him and Loma. But then you have to put the amount of people also. So that gives us the severity of ducking. I'm gonna put Loma there, but then the severity of ducking, because I don't know if Loma will actually duck everybody, or 2 or 3 fighters. Because especially if you ducking more than one fighter, you'll duck. In AJ, you can line them up. AJ, because I think AJ's ducking. How many fighters is AJ ducking? AJ's ducking at least 3 fighters. Who else? 154, all the smoke. There's no ducking at 154. I can't give that to Lopez, because Lopez is only ducking 1 person. So I can't really put him on the list, because he might fight the 1 person that he's ducking. Also Hussein said, I like JRock good muscle, but yes, I liked him, but he got out. See, but what happened with him is when he fought Charlie, he got like outside of himself, which he didn't have to do. He should have stayed humble and more focused. But you can see his eyes lit up. When Charlo hit him with that jab and put him down, he realized that he was going to be into a dogfight. He was going to have to fight for his life. And at that point, he wasn't really willing to fight for his life. He was trying to. Don't get me wrong. He was game, but he just didn't have it in him to fight for his life. He didn't have it. I'm sorry, brother. He just didn't have it. He didn't have it in him. I see you down there, D404. Salute to you, bro. He just didn't have it in him to fight for his life. Sometimes a fighter won't have it in him to fight for life, for their life. And here's the point on that. A lot of times when you talk about game plans, well, what happens if a fighter got a certain game plan and he thinks a fighter is a certain way? And then when he gets in, he finds out it's not really like that. And some fighters will abandon the fight, and some be like, okay, well, shit, I guess you're a little bit more slippery. I'm going to have to time you a certain way, or I'm going to have to do this to you. Oh, you hit kind of hard. Okay. You just gonna have to kill me or whatever. Or we gonna go regardless if you hit hard or not. But some fighters, there's maybe one or two things. Like sometimes it could be one thing that takes you out of that fight, or it could be two things. If somebody already hit you so hard, if somebody hit you so hard with a jab, and you go down, and you've never been down before, so that was what JRock problem was, is that he's never been down in the pros, and then he took a jab to put him down. Then he knew he was in with somebody else. And I kind of believe that even when he fought Rosario, I think he has some kind of you hit hard flashbacks. He had that shit like you hit kind of hard flashbacks because he came out, he's trying to do good, he's doing good, but he realized a lot of times if you don't have the same amount of power, that the person you're fighting just ain't going to go nowhere. And that same thing with Canello fighting Smith. Smith don't. I'm sorry, man. To me, if Smith, you had to show me on the power meter how much power Smith got. I don't think he don't got no power, man. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you right now, he don't have that kind of power. He just does not. He's not. He don't have that kind of power, man. Shoot. I think even Andre Ward wouldn't have lost to Canelo. Watching his performance, I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't no hater because I like all the boxers, but especially when you got these fighters that always trying to escape. Let me see what y'all sir got. He said we need more positive Muslim role models for these youth going down one bad path or another. Yeah, to some extent, I respect Khan for that. Yeah, and I don't, like I said, these grown men. I don't disrespect any of them like that, but we have a grown discussion about them. And a lot of times, like I said, you can read through it, you can see certain stuff. And a lot of people are thinking that, like I said, they think that this old Smith has so much power and stuff. Like, no. Because I was watching the punches, I'm like, you hitting this guy flush sometime, man, but you apologetic. Yeah, I mean, you ain't, man, come on. With that kind of height and leverage, think about it, man. Come on. Let me just ask, okay, let's just do a hypothetical. You know how we do this sometime, and then people still get mad. Oh, that wouldn't be right. How you think Tommy Hearns is not even wasn't as tall as this guy? I think he might have been an inch or so shorter than this guy. How you think Tommy Hearns' jab would have looked against Canelo? How would that fight have went? You think Hearns could have stunned him? I mean, get out of here, man. When you got that height, you should have more. You got more leverage on your shit, man. They're not showing some of these fighters how to punch, man. They're getting used to all this arm punching shit, and you ain't getting nothing done with that. I'm telling you, man. You're not getting nothing done with that, man. I didn't see no smoke. I seen smoke on one side a little bit, and I seen no smoke on the other side. I'm sorry, man. And y'all can put me down as old Eagle Webb, the hater of Canelo. I'm not gonna hate on him. He need to fight who he need to fight. But do what they want to. As long as y'all gonna pay, I'm not gonna pay to see every fight. I'm not gonna pay to see every fight, especially if they're not gonna fight, somebody who they need to fight. Sort of famous said AJ Muslim also. He don't act like it though. If he is, he don't act like a Muslim. How does a Muslim act? He just don't. I don't see his genuineness. Because first of all, Muslims ain't gonna lie to you, right? When he was supposed to be fighting Wilder, asked for the money and got the money, he didn't fight. So I don't know. Dray said JRock should wait out 21, come back 22. God dang. I don't know. Anybody agree with that? Let me see if anybody's agreeing with you. I don't know, man. That's a whole nother year. Okay, so now I'm trying to think. Well, see the thing, he got put away last year though, right? I can't even remember, man. I don't remember the dates of these fights. Wasn't that last year where he got put away? It was last year or the beginning of this year. It was last year, right? So it'd be almost like 2 years, a year and a half, or the 2 years that he's. That's 2 years. I don't know, man. I don't know if you want to sit out that long. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sir Hussein said, Sir Flame. He said AJ ain't Muslim. He said he's been to a mosque a few times, and first with the idea. Oh, okay. D-Lo at y'all Sir Hussein got the fist pound up, baby. D-Lo again. Are you saying Smith has UK domestic level power? I don't know. He might have the domestic. He might have a slapper, huh? He got that slapper biatch down power. Man, he that. Believe me, man. I went through his little archives. I'm like, he don't look like. He just. I don't see it. I don't see this kind of like power. Like, oh, you got to knock. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Who was another dude that was tall like that? Maybe not quite as tall, but had power and had a messed up arm at the same time. But he had power though. He had a messed up jab arm, and that was. And who threw arm punches? Y'all go back and look at him, and that's Donnie Lalonde. Donnie Lalonde, I think he was out of Canada. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, D-Lo. I think he was out of Canada, and that was the first. That was the Golden Boy. That was before De La Hoya. They stole all that. But most of the time, like when you guys get excited about stuff, like rappers, even the names of a lot of these rappers, y'all got to go back and find out part of their name is back in history somewhere else. Just like Biggie Smalls, man. Biggie Smalls came from a movie. Did y'all know that? That his name was in a movie. Not a loan shark, but a little mobster, a little small time mobster. A movie called Let's Do It Again. Let's do it again. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, D-Lo. He might have that kind of just a domestic punch. Hey, the web is wrong. Hey, D-Lo, you came in here late, man. Y'all sir had to clip somebody, man, before you got up in here. Him and Sir Flame, they did a double jump on somebody, man. Some dude named Freud. Or Freud, something. Called himself Freud. But what's the guy's first name? The real Freud. What's his first name? The real Freud. That's not how you spell it. But how you what's his first name, y'all? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The doctor. The anthropologist or whatever. What was his name? Something. What was his name? Freud. What? Come on, y'all help me out, man. So I can store it back in my brain since it slipped out. What's his name? What's his first name, man? Y'all know him. Y'all grown folks. What was his real name? Freud. Professor Freud. Dr. Freud. What's his name? I know Albert Einstein. I remember that. And there you go. See, D-Lo, no. He said, yep. He said, let's do it again. He said, with Bootley Lee. Yeah, there you go. Bootley Lee Farnsworth. Y'all got to go back and look at old movies sometime. Then you'll pick up how a lot of the shit that they stole. Yeah. Just like I told you about that. A lot of songs were stole from that one movie. I forget the name of it, back in the early 70s. With Roger Mosley. Just look it up. Roger Mosley movie back in Head something. What was his name? I forget. Because I didn't get to see it. Sigmund, there you go. Sigmund Freud. There you go, Sigmund Freud. So Sigmund Freud's ancestor came up in here. Well, he's not an ancestor. Well, yeah, his new relative came up in here and got beat up on. Yeah, said if AJ give fear, he crying. He said before Wilder, the hood would switch up like Crawford on the Meat Machine. Oh wow, that D-Ray. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know D-Lo and D-Ray and Sir. I don't know and Gil and the rest of y'all. I don't know. Maybe we got to sit back as grown folk, and maybe we have to sit back and we have to think like these other fighters. Maybe I don't know if we can do it, but maybe we got to think. So what is, it'll turn into a clown fest, man. Y'all be snapping. Look. So what is AJ thinking about right now? Do I need to put up a picture so we can maybe we can get into the mind. So maybe we can get into the mind. You're not supposed to get in people's mind, but maybe we can get into the mind of a fighter um, to find out just exactly what is this fighter thinking about right now. Let's have a moment now, y'all. Let's just have a quick moment, y'all. To let's just have a quick moment to maybe try to see if we can. This segment right here is called "Get into a Fighter's Mind," but not like that. I mean, we can't really get his mind, but let's do a little thing we call "Get into a Fighter's Mind," and just see how we can do it by looking at this clip of AJ. And I want full participation in this. And this is like, I don't know. It should be like a fun section. But let's put one word down for what AJ's thinking right now. Just to see if we can read somebody's mind, and maybe we can figure out what these fighters are going to do. I just want to have like a split moment of a little bit of fun with y'all right now. So if you see AJ in this picture, maybe if we know what he's thinking about right now, then we can figure out what he's thinking about now. If we can think about what he's thinking about now. I'm going to put mine down too first. Okay, so I'm going to put mine down, and I'm going to see how on point we are with our thought process, with our mind reading process. And so we got to do a sample first. You always got to do like a sample, what they call it. To get your statistics, you need the median and all that. So we're just gonna do, a sample. So this is like our sample. So our sample is we all represent all the rest of the masses, no matter where they at. So we got to figure out. So let's just see. I put mine down there. I know somebody else put theirs down, but let me see what y'all got before we can. Yeah, we got the ducks. I like JRock good Muslim. Say we need more powers. Okay, read that. D-Lo salute. I stood back here. AJ Muslim. JRock should wait 21 months. Okay. Sir AJ Muslim. Okay, I read that. Yeah, sir. Are you saying? Oh yeah. Okay, D-Lo. Are you saying the Smith got the UK domestic power? I don't know. Yeah. If AJ get okay, Fury read that. Oh, I saw him at the mosque though. He was making a. Okay, he says he's making solid. Yeah, D-Lo again. Is it Tony Harrison a Muslim? Not sure. Just asking. I'm not sure. I know that's Colbert's buddy, but I don't know. As far as his religious beliefs, I don't know, man. They don't put it out there. Yeah. Sir Flame said, yeah, he was Harrison was taking about a struggle of training during Ramadan. Okay, yeah. They can't eat. They can't eat and drink certain places. Yeah. There you go. D-Lo said the Golden Boy. Yeah, that was Donnie Lalonde at first, right? I think D-Lo said I think he was Canadian. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so I might be right about that. Yep. Let's do it again with Bootney. And matter of fact, they put Bootney on Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle did that when he was doing. They had that song on. I like the way you move like that, and he said, "Come on, Bootney," or whatever. He was doing, but he had that umbrella and stuff. Yeah. So all this stuff is stolen. Like if you look at comedy and you go back and look at like old comedy, and I'm gonna tell you something that you probably don't know, because I don't necessarily have time, but sometimes I don't sleep and I'm just up. I'm like, let me look at this old comedy, and I'm gonna tell you a lot of this stuff, a lot of the comedy, like the comedy with props and all that shit, and all this stuff people think is new. No, there was a professor at comedy, and he might not have been recognized as a professor, but all he did was study and write. Every night he wrote. Every night. He didn't go. There was no night that went past that I think that I was reading about that he didn't write like some kind of skit or something like that. And his name was Red Skeleton. Red Skeleton. A lot of that shit came from Red Skeleton. Matter of fact, there's another Red that a lot of stuff came from, and I've heard his stuff as a youngster, and that was Red Fox. A lot of people steal from Red Fox. So you think a lot of these comedians is great. No, all that shit's stolen. Recycle stuff. They can't think for themselves, man. Yeah, the Gil Code's right there. I've seen Tyson pray here and there. I don't think that he's practicing though. Okay, that might be what it is. Y'all sir said that. Then Gil came back with the Sigmund. Somebody else had Sigmund too. Let me see. Okay, D-Lo 404. He cried. He said, "Good for them." He said, I get tired of doing it." Yeah. And then back then D-Lo said Sigmund. And then Sir Flynn said, "I think Mike Tyson is a good role model." Now they're not back in the day though. Yeah, we talked about that. But the only thing I don't like about, man, anybody, well, for me, this is my thing that I'm just gonna have this, and y'all got to bear with ego on this. Is that anybody who's, I'm just not into the smoke. Y'all do what you want to, but that's because I believe in higher power. I don't believe that I don't believe that I came from a monkey or nothing like that. I mean, I forgot. Not believe. I know I didn't. And the first thing you gasp for before you start having life on Earth is breath. And so, why would you want to take your breath away? And that's another thing why I'm against all these masks and stuff, is because you're actually taking your breath away. Yeah, Sir Flame. Okay, yeah, D-Lo was the first one right before I did. D-Lo said he probably thinking about biting a pillow. And then I put, "What the F am I doing here?" And y'all, sir, as Sir Flame, 100% crying. Ref, you, y'all, sir said, "Ref, you was meant to save me. It's me, AJ." He crying. Yep, Eddie Murphy stole a bunch from Pryor. Yeah, Eddie Murphy stole a lot of stuff from Pryor too. Yeah, he even said. But at least he gave him credit though, because in the beginning he said that, yeah, I stole. If you go back and look at Raw, he said, yeah, I stole. He more or less that was his show when he was growing up. He just did Richard Pryor when he was growing up. But a lot of the comedians ain't gonna admit that. Because I heard it. I was listening to a younger comedian. I'm like, man, I said that's an old joke, man. I said, you stole. I said, that joke that's Red Fox or somebody else. You stole that one there. Okay, so we got two participants. We got D-Lo 404 and we got Eaglesware. I think. Oh no, we got three. We got three. Yeah, we got y'all, sir. So us three. So we're on the same kind of like the same mindset. And one of them. So pillow. Why am I doing here? So let's put the psychology together with those three things. What the F am I doing here? I need a pillow. Ref, you supposed to save me. What are all three of those things saying? Those three things are saying that there's some kind of confusion. I should either be asleep, I should be either out of this ring, or, yeah, two of them is like, I should be out of this ring. So what am I doing here? And I thought you were supposed to be helping me out. You're supposed to be my boy. So with that type of mindset, like I said, I just want to have a little fun with it. With that type of mindset, who would AJ likely face? Even though Tyson Fury is he's not a hard puncher, and I just know he's just not a hard puncher. You don't just all of a sudden start punching hard in one fight and then don't punch hard in the rest of the fights. Right? So what I'm seeing is that I probably would fight Fury over Wilder. Dubois out of the question. He's already been exposed. So AJ can eat lunch. He has to fight Usyk, but he can eat lunch over there. I don't know if he has to fight him right away, but he can eat lunch for a while, get paid. He can fight like the Chisores and stuff like that. I don't know if White can even get back up in there. So maybe White, or he'll find somebody else to fight. Maybe he got 3 fights before everybody, even in England, will get tired of him. I don't know. 3 fights is a lot. I would be tired of his ass way before that. Yeah, D-Lo said, yep, Eddie Murphy stole a bunch from Pryor, yep. Yeah, I think I had read that too, though, yeah. I thought it was something new, but yeah. But just getting into that mindset right there, man, he just doesn't look, he looks like I'm not as comfortable as a fighter as you guys think I am. That's just ego thoughts on it. I'm just not as comfortable. But, I mean, you guys can take your hats off to Canello if you want to. I'll tell you what, I'm going to tilt my hat for him. That's it. I'm going to tilt my hat a little bit. Not like for a lady, but I'm going to tilt my hat like, do that, the chin up. Well, we always do the chin up. Some people do the chin down. Like the older guys do the chin down. Sometimes they're not really, they're so used to that bowing shit. But we do the what's up. What's up with you? That's how we do. Just make sure we both on the same page. Yeah, what's up with you, man? Yeah, all right, nothing, man. We make sure we still looking at each other though while we doing the heads up. Yeah. But maybe he's in another place. But we have to. And this is important, man. We have to get the fights, like the great fights that we need. We have to get these fights in, man. We got to get these fights in. There's no way. There's no way around it. That we got to get these fights in, man. I don't know what's going to happen next. You know what I mean? I don't know who's going to fight who, but we're not the fighters. And so we didn't make ourselves that way. We don't have nothing to do with what y'all done to yourself. So we can get mad at EJ if we want to. You feel me? We can get mad at EJ. But we don't have to get mad at EJ. We can get mad at Bud. We don't have to. But I'm going to tell you, to be honest, man, in my opine, I feel that we should be more salted up about Canello than Bud, Spence, Porter, or anybody else right now. Besides AJ. AJ is like the, I don't know, y'all put it, because y'all put down Canello as a duck at first, and y'all say you got Canello as number one duck. Canelo's not the number one duck. AJ's the number one duck if you add it up. If you add it up, he's the number one duck. Yeah, so I gotta kind of retract a little bit on for Dray. I don't know, because he might be avoiding two. I don't know. I think it might be a tie. It depends on how many fighters they're both of them are. It depends on how many fighters they're both about to avoid. If they're going to avoid, if you're avoiding 2, 3+ fighters, and it's over with for you, then you're a major duck. You're a major duck. If you're doing all that, you're a major duck. So hopefully he's not. Okay, D-Lo. D-Lo said about to start back driving. I said I catch the rest on playback. Salute and peace. Yeah. There we go. Y'all sir, let me see what y'all sir got. Y'all sir said he says rumblings are going on over this side of the pond that Usyk has stepped out of the way as is mandatory, so Fury and AJ can make the fight. Not 100 though on the information. That's okay, as long as we get the information, brother. See, that's why we need you over there, man. That's why we need you in the web, man. Because you give us that other perspective from across the pond. Yeah, we need to have that, man, from across the pond. We need that other perspective and stuff, man. But these fighters, if they gonna duck and maneuver, and they playing us too on top of that, man, this is what I'm feeling that they doing. And I don't know if y'all agree with me or not. It's prize fighting. There's some money being exchanged, man. Believe me, they're not showing us all the money. All that money is not contractual. Now you could believe this, or you could just say, well, nah, that can't be true. I don't believe all this money is contractual. I do not. I'm sorry. I don't believe all the money is contractual money. Y'all agree with me? I don't believe all that money is in the contract. They talk about back end, because back end can be a lot of things. There's thousands of things that can generate, or at least hundreds of things that can generate back end money, right? Endorsements and all kinds of stuff, which is commercials, all kinds of stuff. Whatever you do, like the shows you do afterwards or whatever, because of the fight, because they're not talking to you about you as the fighter. They're talking about a certain fight. You on a certain show. So there's a lot of different things that can contribute to, the back end of money. Me slapping you, a stack, not a stack. It's gonna be more than a stack. But me, slapping you a handful of stacks. Man, put it that way, a handful of stacks. So if that's the case, then I mean, we really can't keep up on this. You know what I mean? Because we don't know about, especially what sounds suspect. I'm telling you what sounds suspect. What is so suspect is the um, energy a fighter has like after a loss. If it seemed like it was a suspect fight, and then there's a certain energy that they have, it's like, man, really, you lost to him like that? You don't sound down enough, or you don't sound, you feel me? It don't sound like that. That might have been what happened. It sounds like something else happened, man. You making me feel a certain kind of way because I just don't. I don't know. I'm not buying your story. You feel me? A lot of times we just can't. We can't buy the story. I mean, the story's for sale, but we can't buy it all the time. It's like, nah, I can't buy that story. That's not. That's something else, man. Something else is going on. That's when you're too happy. Y'all talking to each other too much hugging, too much talking to each other after the fight. I ain't never seen you in danger in the fight. It's like, I don't know, man. You comfortably look like you could have won, and I don't know, you ain't letting your hands go. That's one of the telltale signs for me is a lot of times fighters don't look like they letting their hands go. And the telltale sign for me on this fight, I'm not saying, now look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not saying that this guy Smith couldn't, just couldn't do it. But for me, it just looked like, I don't know, dude. I seen amateurs throw harder, better shots than what you was throwing, dude. It just didn't look right, man. I don't know. That little arm punch stuff is making me mad. Making me tight. I'm like, man, come on, dude. You throw better punches than that. Only a fool declares what he's making 100% on paper. Yeah, that's right. He said, why do you think all these top companies have been set up abroad on the shores of tax havens? There you go, tax havens. And not just that. Not just tax havens. They may even be, helping other people to launder too. A lot of that money, a lot of that's laundered, man. Laundering the money and stuff like that, man. But they always trying to pull some kind of trick on us, man. They always some kind of trick. But they ain't getting y'all sir up on it. He's like, no, man, they ain't. I'm not having it. Yeah, I'm not having it either, brother. But we got to see, man. I don't trust. I don't trust, man. It's just like, because we're not part of you guys' team. So y'all can just tell us anything you want to tell us. Anything y'all feel like telling us, y'all can tell us. And what can we do with it? We got to just run with it. Oh, he said this and that. No, I don't believe it a lot of times. You're right. I don't believe it. 100% of the money. But then nobody knows where all the money is, because they're always checking. You always find out that, are you still getting some money from this other fight? Yeah, I'm still getting, some back end money, this and that. Shit. Plus, I'm telling you right now, a fighter will make a bet on his own self, or have somebody bet on him if they smart. If you know when you can take somebody out, wouldn't you put the money on it? If I knew when I could take somebody's ass out, I'd put some money on it too. No. And I didn't want to, like, for this show, I didn't want people to be all upset about, the Canello or whatever. But I just seen what I seen, man. It's just, I can't, just the height, man. Canelo doesn't have that kind of even a boxing stance, man, to be able to get in on you like that. When somebody really got a wrecking ball jab and stuff like that. You're not going to get in on somebody with that BS type of jab. You're just not going to do it. I'm sorry. Yes, you got a wrecking ball. I'm just saying for him, opposite of what I just said. If somebody got that stick on you, you ain't going to, and they're way taller than you, you're not going to just come flying in like that. Overhands. You even tried an overhand. Came out starting with an overhand. But he must come to this show, though, because I have been saying that months ago. I said that's what we're going to see until these fighters get back into the groove of things. We're going to see overhands. Like somebody going to come out. And I said that's what you do. Ward did that. Shit, just come out and let them know I ain't playing with you. Come out and throw an overhand or whatever. I don't know. It's something wrong with that name though, y'all, sir. Smith is just not a good name for boxing, I guess. If you ain't a heavyweight named Bone Crusher, I guess you ain't. Your power is just. Every time I see somebody like a Liam or something like that, some kind of a Smith, it's like you're probably gonna be at most you're gonna be a B level fighter, C plus, or B level fighter or something like that, and you fighting a B plus fighter. I can't graduate him to an A, even though a lot of people think he's superstar boxer and all that. I'm not calling people superstars. You don't even get a title of superstar until you're not in the business no more. And yes, you just really are that superstar. If you're just knocking everybody out in one round, and you just coming out like throwing your punches like 1,000 miles an hour faster than everybody else's, then you're a superstar. Because everybody can't. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's gonna be able to ever do something. If you come out and you're just firing that fast, nobody's ever gonna be able to do nothing with you. And so yeah, we're gonna call you a superstar. Yeah. How you gonna do? Yeah, I know you. I know that too. Y'all. So he said the other Smith that lost to Canello was the one's brother. He's crying. He said, "I'm not even joking." He's still crying. I know that. So one fighter beat your whole family up. Don't get your family beat up by one fighter. Your whole family? Man, dude, your family got beat up by one fighter. It's not good, man. Not good when your family get beat up by one fighter. Little short dude too. Short. He ain't got no business getting in. Because even if he's trying to edge in, think about it, you so much taller, man, he edging in. All you got to do is just go on the back foot a little bit and still get that jab out there. I don't even care if your jab is not as educated, just boom, up and down, up and down. They teach you that. It's like on the up and down, but just back up off him. And matter of fact, if he's getting in that close, back up and duck the head to the other side or something. How you getting caught? And how your part? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Somebody gonna get mad. Oh, he got some power. No, man, you got look. You got kitten power, man. Get the hell out of here with that powder puff shit. It just ain't gonna. It's just that's why you got what you got, man. All you had to do was jab and move, man. Even who just showed us that? Well, one of the worst jabs I ever seen, but it was consistently out there, and that was Joe Joyce. All he had to do was keep that damn thing out there. Yeah, he said it just should have spent those 4 weeks with Vlad. Yeah, that's a damn shame. I'm like this myself. I'm like, what the hell, man? Y'all disappointing us in these fights and stuff, man. I don't know, man. For the last couple of weeks, I'm gonna go with Colbert. Colbert had the best fight. More action, dictating the fight. Just took over the fight. Let the guy do what he had to do. Knowing the guy had some crack too, he let the guy do what he had to do, and was just maneuvering him all different kinds of ways. I did the breakdown on it. Y'all, but they took it down. They stripped me. So we'll find another way to try to get it done at another day. Maybe after he has another fight, then we can do like a comparison or something like that. But anyway, I didn't went over my time, man. I should have been out of here, man. I got to run, man. But we didn't chat and slowed down. Everybody bounced on me. How y'all gonna bounce, Derek, baby? And Derek wasn't here. But anyway, yeah, how y'all gonna bounce? Y'all ain't even say good. Y'all ain't say nothing to Eagle. Only one say something. Gil ain't say nothing. D-Ray ain't say nothing. D-Lo only one say something. The rest of them, I'm out of here. Surf Fame. Come on, man. Y'all don't do Eagle like that, man. But anyway, man, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is, man. Nothing but blessings. I'm going to catch, not just catch. I'm going to catch y'all, man.